Hola.
Hi, hola, hi Taneli. It's
Nice
Jose
to meet
Roberto
you.
Landaverde from Tenia Premier in Mexico.
Your son has made a wish, and it has been granted. It's not his dead brother that comes to him at night.
What led you to the choice of approaching loss and grief from the perspective of a child?
For me, it's as a parent, I think it's one of those things. As soon as you hear that there's gonna be a baby coming along, then there's this dread or worry that enters your heart. And at first you think it's okay, it's gonna it's because of the pregnancy, it's gonna go away. But then you learn that, oh my God, it's here to stay. And it was something that we both fathers, me and Alexi, and we were talking about it, like it's this weird thing that you sort of like you have this huge responsibility as a parent, and and of course, to ask any parent what is the scariest thing to do happen to you, it's of course it's if something bad would happen to your child.
How was the process for working with Tristan and with Teresa Palmer to accurately capture those feelings in their characters?
Oh, that was amazing. Of course, with in we in Tristan's case, it was we had this. I have to sort of like have a shout out to wonderful casting director from UK called Kate Ringsell, who read our script, and she said that she's gonna find out. Find us the boy to play the character of Elliot, and so of course we knew that it's central to the movie to work, to have this kind of, we need to connect with Tristan, I mean Elliot, and he needs to portray feelings that are really quite huge for any child to play out, especially in a movie.
There's so much symbology in the film, like the swings, the pendulum, the black
Yes.
veil. How do you insert those elements into the story?
it's it's strange. I wouldn't say it's something that happens just by deciding that I'm going to use a certain element and show. I think it comes quite organically and naturally, and it's basically you just when you write the script before we when you enter the pre-production, and when you start creating the world, like how we're gonna create the world for the movie, if the script is good, then there are these things that sort of like pop up, and the things that you mentioned, the swings and for me it's also the orthodox and the pagan beliefs. I think those are the things that they are the fun part of when creating the world, when in any film. And it's sort of like these little gems or gifts that you can get if the script is any good.
And so for my last question, I want to return to the ending because it was so fantastic. Um,
Oh, thanks.
one of one of the things I like about the ending is that it plays unapologetically with the mind of the viewer. You're thinking, "Oh, is this real? Is it not real? What's happening here?" Yeah, I like that. Was it important for you, or is it important to create that confusion in the audience?
Definitely so. I think when we talk about certain horror masterpieces or films that I consider masterpieces, those are the films that when the end credits roll, that you really just need to take a bit time, and you really wanna, you carry those films with you. You wanna grab a beer or coffee and talk with your friends, and but they sort of like they go so deep in the human condition that you sort of like they never leave you, and that defines a masterpiece for me.
Well, thank you very much for the time, Taneli, and again,
Thanks so much.
congratulations. It blew my mind.